Hey UB, Poker here, giving you the monthly newsletter strategy advice. One of the biggest things that everybody asks me every time I sit down and play poker, it doesn't matter if it's online or live, give me what's the #1 tip that I could give somebody. And I'll tell you every single time I tell them it's money management. Money management is the key to poker. It's not, all the other stuff is important, but you can be the greatest player in the world. If you don't have good money management, it doesn't mean anything. And the reason why is because poker has such a big variance to it. You know, you get your chips in 60% favorite, 70% favorite, 80% favorite. Even when you have aces, you're only a 90% favorite. That means 1 out of 10 times you're going to lose. Well, over the course of a tournament, you're going to get your chips in a lot of times. So even when you're only a 60-40 favorite, which is a pretty good favorite, you're going to lose 4 out of 10 times. That's why we want to make sure when we play a lot of tournaments, we have our money set aside. We don't put all our money into one tournament. That's why I really like doing what I really suggest to a lot of young beginning players, play a lot of sit and goes. Sit and goes, not only do they not, regular tournaments pay 10%, sit and goes pay about 33% on UB. 33% of the time you're going to cash. It's a lot better than 10%. And here's the great thing about sit and goes, you can move up and down levels. If you play like at a $10, $20 sit and go level, and you start crushing it, then you can move up. Same thing, when you start losing, you go down. You can keep your bankroll about the same, or you can keep building it up. But the really good thing about sit and goes is you learn about position when you get to a final table. Last night, on Wednesday night on UB, the bounty tournament, the $20 bounty tournament, 800 players in it. I got to the final table. But when we got to the final table, you could tell that none of these $20 players were used to being at a lot of final tables. And it really showed. My sit and go experience and my final table experience just made it so easy for me to go from about 5th in chips to just dominating when we got heads up. It wasn't even funny. So playing sit and go is really where I got all my experience and all my knowledge for when I get to final tables. And that's where all the money is. 9th place in that tournament, it's a $20 tournament, only paid $200. That's 10 to 1 on my money. First place paid $2,700. I'm not a math guy, but that's a lot. That's 135% or 135 times my money. So it's 10% or 10 times the money, 135 times the money, 9th and first place. That's a really big difference when you're talking about 800 people. So that means if you beat 790 people, you only get 10 times your money. You beat another 10 people, you get 130 times your money. That's a big difference. Use sit and goes to your advantage. Use them for good money management. That's my tip of the month.